I'm here at New York Comic Con 2019 with David Mack. What is up, man? It has been years.
Well, it's great to see you back here at New York Comic Con. But
I like the facial hair. I haven't seen this. I dig it.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of friends have made the Kentucky Fried Chicken joke, and I'm kind of sick of it by now. Mike, have you got nothing better? How about Colonel Mack? How goes the battle at Appomattox?
Exactly.
Or Comrade Mack? How's your bourgeoisie hanging? Anything. Just make a little effort is all I ask if you're going to mock the facial hair. But
Especially if your friends are writers, it's like even less impressive.
yeah, I mean, I have higher expectations for their mockery.
We all went to school.
Right, plus I would prefer they not misuse the subjunctive. But you ask what I have going on, and what I have going on is this great new book. It's called Collateral Damage. It's a Star Trek The Next Generation novel. It is set 7 years after the events of Star Trek Nemesis, and the long story short version is some old crimes that Picard thought were long buried have come back to haunt him. And while he's being put on trial for those events, Worf is given acting command of the Enterprise. He investigates what seems like a routine act of piracy. What he discovers is that it has revealed that there are some ways in which the Federation has failed to live up to its ideals. They talk the talk, but they don't always walk the walk. And the inspiration for that storyline came from the way the U.S. government bungled aid to Puerto Rico in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. So I took sort of my feelings about that crisis and how it was mishandled, and I turned it into the action storyline for this book. And then the Picard storyline was just a natural outgrowth of what happened in the wake of... Spoiler alert, Section 31 falls.
Now, as a voice actor, I will ask in the most non-committal voice ever, who'd you get to read the book?
The producers of the audiobook, who do not listen to my consultation on these matters, hired veteran voice actor Robert Petkoff, who has recorded most of the Star Trek ebooks and audiobooks. He's also recorded the audiobook for my original novel, The Midnight Front, from Tor. He would have been the reader on the second book in the series, The Iron Codex, but because I switched the book to a female main character, we made the choice to have it read by Natasha Sudek. And speaking of voiceover work, voiceover is a big part of animation, and that's my terrible segue into I'm currently working as a creative consultant on both of the new upcoming Star Trek animated TV series. I've been working on Lower Decks and on the kids show being produced for Nickelodeon by the Hageman brothers.
Now, Lower Decks, that's more of a comedy, right?
Yeah, it's more of an adult-oriented Star Trek comedy. It plays a little sort of fast and loose with some of the rules of Star Trek. But the idea is to sort of take an irreverent look at life among those who are not the superstars, not the superheroes, not the hero ships of the fleet. What about the other guys? Like after first contact is made, who does second contact? Who finds the good restaurants? Who does the Yelp ratings? Who
cleans up all the dead red shirts?
Yeah, who installs like all the boring stuff that has to go in. Well, that's our heroes of Lower Decks.
I dig that. It's almost like a comedic Downton Abbey.
Something like that, yeah. And the kids show, which I really cannot say anything about except for the fact that I think it's coming along brilliantly, and it's going to be a great Star Trek show. Not just a great Star Trek show for kids, but a great Star Trek show in its own right. But I am so impressed with everything about it, and I am just feeling really lucky these days that I get to be part of the team that's putting new Star Trek on TV. I think the target range for the kids show is going to be 8 to 12, but what I really like about what I've seen in the stories and in the scripts is that they're not writing down to the kids, they're not trying to pander, and it's certainly not going to be insulting to the intelligence of adults. An adult watching this show with their kids is not going to wince and say, why do I have to watch this? They deal with characters who feel very real, whose emotions feel very real and very raw. And I think in the end, it just makes for a great show, and I can hardly wait for people to see it.
Can you tell us where or when it's set?
I really can't.
Absolutely.
I can see the sniper taking aim at me right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've evaded the sniper.
Yeah, okay. So we
They're standing down. They're standing
Okay, good. Yeah, they're giving us the green light. Okay, thank goodness.